Good evening, everyone. It is May 7th, 2019. I'm Eric. I'm here at Zero Hedge. Enviropocalypse looms. UN report claims 1 million species at risk of extinction. And I know I did cover this a little bit in a previous video, but this is a little more detailed. And maybe we can get something else out of it. Infuriating Democrats. Trump plans to redefine poverty, cutting Americans from welfare. I'm not against cutting people off of welfare, but what I am against is redefining things. And you're going to see where this is leading here. And offended by what someone said, now you can report them to law enforcement on blacklisted news. I'm going to hit 3 of them, one video, then this will be my last one for the evening. If you like my content, please give me a thumbs up, a subscribe, maybe a share, and if I'm worthy of your spare change, I have a PayPal link and Discord links below. Let's get started. Across the world, ecosystems and living organisms within are declining at rates unprecedented in the modern world, warns a new report from the Intergovernmental Science Policy Platform on Biodiversity and Ecosystem Services. Couldn't they have come up with a fucking shorter name? I guess they did in their acronym, but who wants to have to say all those letters too? I mean, IPBES. I guess that's a little easier. In quotes, the overwhelming evidence of the IPBES global assessment from a wide range of different fields of knowledge present an ominous picture, said IPBES Chair Sir Robert Watson. Now, let's keep in mind that these are the same people that said we'd be under sheets of ice back in the 1970s and then turned around, 20 years later? Not much more, if at all, and said now that, we're all going to burn up due to fucking global warming and all these ridiculous things. And of course they like to blame us useless eaters for all the world's woes, when in reality it is the pollution from big corporations that's causing the die-off of many, many, many species. And these people's solution is to kill you. Their solution is to disarm you, marginalize you, and kill you. That's what their solution is. And of course, they're never going to just outrightly admit it, in public forums, but that's their goal. Many, many, many publications reflect this idea or fact. All right. The health of ecosystems on which we and all other species depend is deteriorating more rapidly than ever. We are eroding the very foundation of our economies, livelihoods, food security, health, and quality of life worldwide. Well, no shit. So how about we do this? How about we shut down corporations like Monsanto, Sargenta? What about Dow Chemical? What about them? What about we actually move forward in our fucking technology and stop using internal combustion engines. I mean, it's all out there. But every time somebody comes forward with something that's way more efficient than what's being currently used, they get silenced pretty quick. And some of them end up fucking dead. So there's that. Wonder why that is. Oh, that's right. We can't have any harm come to the economy. I wonder why that is. Why do they care so much about the roads being constantly moving and goods being shipped here and there, and how much money is trading hands over, just overall welfare of human beings? So, the report also tells us that it is not too late to make a difference, but only if we start now. At every level, from local to global, he said, through transformative change, nature can still be conserved, restored, and used sustainably. And, sustainable, it just really means anti-human. Although, I will admit some of the sustainable technologies are pretty good, but they still need a lot of work. But through transformative change, what change is it exactly they want? Could it be, I don't know, 7.8 billion people dead? That would be a hell of a way to save the planet, wouldn't it? By transformative change, we mean a fundamental, system-wide reorganization across technological, economic, and social factors, including paradigms and goals and values. So, in other words, they're going to brainwash everyone into thinking the way they do and shift their paradigms to more acceptable ones. Shift their goals to more acceptable ones. Instead of having the goal of doing well in your life, you have the goal of being poverty-stricken. Because that is the new virtue. Poverty-stricken and dead. I know, I'm a nihilist. I'm cynical. I'm probably, to a lot of you, insane. But I assure you, as I said before, I thought for the longest time, that I'm fucking crazy. I don't fit in anywhere. Why? And it turned out, later on I come to the conclusion that it was not me that was the crazy one, it's everyone else. So there's that. Oh, did I skip something here? Right. The member states of IPBES plenary have acknowledged that by its very nature, transformative change can expect opposition from those with interest vested in the status quo, like they don't have interest in, the status quo, but also that such opposition can be overcome for the broader public good. Yeah. Alright, so 150 researchers, or almost, from 50 countries, with inputs from another 310 contributing authors, worked for 3 years to assess climate change over the last 5 decades, constructed a comprehensive understanding of the relationship between industrialization and their impact on nature. And we can't argue that industrialization hasn't had a major impact. It has. It should have been, people should have been, or these corporations should have been forced to make the technologies cleaner a long time ago. If we're going to have corporations, they should have rules, and they don't. These corporations have run amok, polluting radioactive waste into the ground, into the air, among other forms of pollution. Then you have the motherfuckers flying above us, dropping aluminum, among other things, on us. And they're going to have the nerve to blame my F-150. Okay, so species at risk. Amphibians. More than 40% of amphibian species. And this is according to them. I don't know. I'm not there. I can't tell you. Okay? This is according to them. Reforming corals, 33% of those. More than a third of marine mammals. And of course, they're never going to put anywhere in this article, they're never going to mention Fukushima. They're going to sweep Fukushima under the rug as it destroys Japan. And what is it? The Pacific Ocean? I will feel so fucking stupid if I got that wrong. But hey, I deserve to if I got that wrong, right? Alright, so IPBES found that 1 million animal and plant species across the planet are now threatened with extinction due to the direct result of industrialization. That's viable. That's viable. But you can't turn back the clock. It can't be undone. All that we can do is try to develop cleaner technology, new ways to do things that have less impact on our planet. We should have been doing that all along. But 5 main drivers of species loss. Number 1, changes in land and sea use. Humans have altered 75% of land and 66% of marine environment since pre-industry times, or pre-industrial times. 2, direct exploitation of organisms. This number 4 should have been in number 1. Number 1 should have been in number 2. Number 2 should have been in number 3. And climate change should have been number 4. I don't think their data is correct. They want to put all these are, they're saying it's our activity that's doing it in these first three examples. And this is due to industrial activity. So, it's just another reason for them to say, we need less humans. We need to cull the population. We need to do this. We need to do that. Well, when are these people going to make their fucking move? Aren't you tired of waiting? Fucking yellow belly. Anyway, I thought I would share this with you. And we'll move on to the next. Trump plans to redefine poverty, cutting Americans from welfare. Not against just abolishing welfare altogether. However, I am against redefining things. It is through these redefining activities that manipulation occurs. Basically, Trump wants to be able to make things look better than they actually are for the next election. That's what this really boils down to. And just because somebody isn't making enough money doesn't mean they should be on welfare. So, this formula that he wants to change has been used for decades to try and determine where the poverty line is and what people qualify for social programs and federal benefits. It's called the official poverty measure. And down here they have a nifty little chart. This is to the right is poverty guideline, right? Yep. And then persons and family or household. Excuse me. One person poverty level is 12,490. 12,490. And that's pretty low already. I don't understand why Donald Trump thinks he needs to manipulate that number. Again, I'm for getting rid of welfare. I think a lot of people would end up gone as a result. So, go ahead, cut the welfare off, but don't go redefining things. They changed the way they calculate everything to make things look better than they really are. They did the same thing with the inflation rate, with just all kinds of the jobs data, all of it. They're just a bunch of liars coming up with new ways to tell you fucking lies. That's what this boils down to. So we'll just go ahead and move on to the next one. Offended by what someone said. You can now report them to law enforcement. Isn't that sweet? Hate incident reporting system. I don't know what kind of yellow belly snowflake would do that, but there will be people out there that will do it. Soon free speech will be a thing of the past in paranoid America. Digit Labs Hate Incident Reporting app promises to complete strangers into secret hate speech spies. So they're going to use this app to spy on you if you demonstrate or have any kind of hate or bias. So they're going to be spying on you to find hate speech and bias. Hate speech and bias. Those are now crimes. watch what you say, because the person sitting next to you could be reporting you to law enforcement, where you will be shot in the back, or tortured, or your eyes gouged with the fucking gloves, or stomped on, or any number of other grotesque fucking things these guys come up with. You know? So there you go. I guess I'll drop the links in the comment section after the video uploads, so you can check these articles out in full yourself. Hope you all have a good night. Until next time, kill the state before the state kills you.